Welcome to another audio article from the Intelligence Speculator. This article was published on June 12th, 2020, and the title is In the Eye of the Financial Storm. So let's get right into it. A financial rebound. It was a great week for equity markets and unemployment numbers, relatively speaking. To paraphrase President Trump, it's a rocket ship recovery. Or is it? The Department of Labor unemployment statistics came out last week, and the whole country breathed a sigh of relief when it came in at 13.3%. While still jaw-dropping, 10% higher than the 3.6% unemployment rate that we had prior to the coronavirus pandemic, it came in lower than April's unemployment rate of 14.7%, when it was feared we would be closer to 20% unemployment or higher. And with that number in context, as of this writing, the Nasdaq is over 10,000 and the Dow Jones is roaring to almost a gain of 50% of its lows in March. Can we start celebrating now as possibly the worst is behind us? Maybe, but probably not. Where the boost began. The rebound in equities and unemployment rates are natural occurrences that have come from financial bazookas that were released by the Federal Reserve and the federal government earlier this year. First, it was the $2.2 trillion relief package that the federal government passed, providing money directly to individuals, plus $600 billion in PPP loans to small and medium-sized businesses. Then it was the mind-numbing $3.5 trillion the Federal Reserve has and will print this year, along with an additional $2.3 trillion lending program that they are providing to corporations and businesses. Throw in 0% interest rates to boot, and our economy just had the most powerful financial stimulus cocktail injected in its history. Now that the coronavirus disease and mortality rates are dropping across the world, and economies around the country and world are opening up, that injected money is now able to begin circulating and circling in the economy. The questionable stability. But just as one is not safe in the very calm eye of the hurricane, the same is true of our economy that took its first hit at the start of the year. For now, we are seeing some sunlight and all seems calm. But as I have expanded on before, those financial bazookas didn't solve our core problem. The money that was printed and given away did not create more wealth and value in our economy. Rather, the money was created out of thin air with a few strokes of a computer at the Federal Reserve. And that money wasn't spent to pay down our current mountain of existing debt. It drastically increased it. However, that printed money did save many jobs, at least for the short term. For example, the businesses that received $600 billion of PPP loans must hold on and pay their current employees until July if they wish to have that loan forgiven and turned into a grant, which means hundreds of thousands, if not millions of jobs were saved, but only temporarily. Once that short-term condition is met, those businesses will begin laying off employees in the coming months as they tighten their purse strings in response to lower demand for products and services. And as more people become unemployed, this puts further pressure on companies to downsize or spend less, as there are less people being able and willing to buy their goods and services. In many ways, it's a vicious cycle that once started is hard to stop and reverse, especially when interest rates are 0% and debt levels are high. The effectiveness of monetary and fiscal policy from the central bank and federal government becomes very limited. Now, is it possible the coming layoffs and bankruptcies can be delayed through more stimulus? Yes. And if I had to guess, the Trump administration will do everything possible to stimulate the economy and pass more relief packages that incentivize businesses to avoid layoffs until after the election in November. But the problem is you can't keep passing trillion-dollar relief packages and avoiding layoffs forever. Rather, those policies in our current debt cycle only let you kick the can months down the road, not years. Then you run out of road. But as long as relief bills keep getting passed, equity markets will go higher and unemployment rates will muddle lower into November election. However, as the year 2021 approaches and eventually arrives, the muddling will in all likelihood stop. Then the eye of the storm will pass and the next wave of financial hurricanes will hit. But for the intelligent speculator that prepares well, a hurricane can be ridden out in relative comfort and safety, allowing you to come out stronger once it passes. Thank you for tuning in to another audio article. If you would take a minute to like and subscribe, we would appreciate that. And hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when new episodes are available. If you would like to learn more from the Intelligent Speculator, feel free to join our exclusive Facebook group and interact with Lathan Fritz, the Intelligent Speculator himself. Or keep up to date with us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Good day.